Hello, I'm Avi Lewis, and we're back on the map. Once in a while, a phrase gets launched into the news cycle, and all of a sudden it's bobbing up everywhere. And whenever that happens, I think it's worth yanking it out and holding it up to some closer scrutiny. So last week, when Hamas took over the Gaza Strip and I started hearing it described as a coup d'etat, I immediately thought, can we get some translation, please? After Hamas ended weeks of fighting by seizing control of Gaza, Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas dismissed Hamas Prime Minister Ismail Haniyeh and the whole Hamas-led cabinet. He then appointed a so-called emergency government with a new Western-friendly PM, former IMF rep Salam Fayyad. His justification? That Hamas had led a military coup against the Palestinian legitimacy. The phrase was quickly picked up by the very players who have been working for 18 months to get Hamas overthrown.
I think this is a coup d'etat. I think Mahmoud Abbas is right about that, and I think it will continue.
Here's the problem. Whatever you think of Hamas, its insistence on armed resistance, its refusal to formally recognize Israel, it just happens to have won a huge electoral victory a year and a half ago, making it the legitimate choice of the Palestinian majority. Since day one, the U.S., Canada, and Israel have refused to recognize the existence of the Hamas government, imposing a financial embargo and funding, arming, and training the Presidential Guard, a Fatah security force. Democratic process has not exactly been the priority. Now, according to Palestinian basic law, the effective constitution, Abbas can legally fire the prime minister. But if he does, the serving cabinet, in this case, the Hamas-led cabinet, is supposed to govern until a new one is confirmed by the legislature. There's no provision for a brand new appointed emergency government in Palestinian law. At best, Abbas is in a great big gray area. So, the facts on the ground are that Abbas dismissed an elected government and appointed a new one without a clear legal basis. And Western powers, who'd been starving the elected government for months, leapt to embrace the appointed one. Well, that looks an awful lot like, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah, a coup. Coming up tomorrow night, we go to Guatemala and look at the brutal eviction of an indigenous community and the debate over a Canadian mining company's role. And a review of mining contracts in Central Africa widens the conversation about the behavior of Canadian companies worldwide. That's all the time we've got tonight, but you can relive any of our segments from any of our shows on our website at cbc.ca/onthemap. See you next time. Stick around for the hour.